What's going on, guys? This is Damien from The Lookout and welcome to the France Finals Top 16 breakdown. That's right, guys, we still have France and Italy to go over, so let's start with France. These are the top 16 decks plus deck lists included, but as always, before we begin this video, huge shout out to the Coffee Club, our lovely patrons. These are our $2 and up patrons that buy us coffee. They keep this crazy grinding machine going. And guys, thank you very much. If you wish to join the Coffee Club, link to a Patreon is in the description below. And I think that's about everything. Roll the video! As with all of our videos, let's start with the breakdown, or in this case, general info. This was a live finals event organized by Tournament Center. Huge shout out to them. It was an amazing, massive event. 297 players in total. Day 1 best of 1 pre-side, and then day 2 best of 3 top cut, of course. And before we dive into the top 16, huge shout out to everyone who participated at the events, from the TO, the judge staff, the players, everyone. All of you are awesome. I hope it was an amazing event for you guys, and yeah, let's jump into the breakdown. Here we are, guys, the top 16, and yeah, this pie chart is menacing. It's really menacing, but huge congratulations to everyone who made it into the top 16, and to first place Alexis. Huge congratulations, Alexis. He won first place and he will be representing France at the World Championship. Major congrats. Undefeated with Android 21 BT20. Yeah. Well, sometimes it happens in Europe, I guess. So Android 21 wins the event, and then we have second place U7 Goku, one of the strongest decks currently in the metagame. And then for some reason, Green Gohan, third place and fourth place, and not just those two. So yeah, I guess French players were like, Damien is flat out wrong. Let's play Green Gohan. All right, yeah, okay, I admit when I'm wrong. So Green Gohan getting third and fourth place. Then Goku U7, fifth place. Then another Green Gohan, the sixth place. Then another U7 Goku, seventh place. And then eighth place Gogeta. A single Gogeta making it into the top 8. Well, I mean, this at a tournament like this, with such a top 16/top 80 distribution, this shows that Gogeta is still a deck which has legs. I don't think I would love to know all of the decks that entered, because I'm not sure whether it's really low representation of Gogeta and then just one of them making it into the top 16, or was it that there was a high amount of Gogetas and only one of them was good enough to make it into the top 16. So like, what's the ratio here? That's what I believe is most interesting. However, we don't have that information, sadly. But anyway, 8th place Gogeta, congrats. And then Green Gohan, accidentally coming in from the previous metagame, I believe. So yeah, this is kind of familiar, isn't it? Then Janemba Mill, everyone. Yeah, out of nowhere, huge congratulations to the Janemba Mill player. Just kind of figuring out, hey, everyone draws so much, might as well just mill them. So yeah, Janemba Mill 12th place, congrats. Then Goku U7, and then Red Jiren. Yes, one Jiren makes it into the top 16, and then we have 15th place, another U7 Goku, and 16th place, another U7 Goku. So yeah, U7 Goku and Gohan, most represented leaders in the top 16. Now, I know why you guys are here, let's go and check them out. Let's check out the deck lists. Okay guys, we're here with Top Deck Diffusion. Huge shout out to Top Deck Diffusion, the best European site for these decks, guys. They do amazing work and they update these deck lists lightning fast. So huge shout out to you guys. Let's start with the first place, and here it is. First place Android 21. Now, the biggest shocker in this list is that there's nothing out of the ordinary. It's just Android 21. Like, it's the most standard build that I have ever seen. Yeah, it's running like 3 hits, and you can say, okay, like that's a bit out of the ordinary. But other than that, like, it's just Android 21. And it went undefeated. Just says a lot about the pilot. Then we have the Z deck, and then we have the side deck. And here is one of the cards that I'm noticing here. This thing, Son Goku striving to be the best. It's a cool tech card against when you play against Pan, you shut down her Z battle cards because they cost 2, and when you play against SS4 Bardock, you shut down basically everything. Yeah, you shut down almost everything with this one card. Of course, they can get rid of it with the Z card and stuff, but it buys you time and forces them to play suboptimally for the turn. So yeah, a very, very cool spicy tech. Then we'll fly through most of these lists. This is gonna be one of the shorter videos because 90% of these lists are the same. So we have U7 Goku running the only SCR for the deck, Bursting Rage. Then what do we have here? Well, we have 2 copies of Steadfast Assistance. We have 1 copy of Bergamo to rest opponent's energy, 2 Sins, and we have an interesting super combo split here. So we're going 2 Wings, 1 Backbone, and what's the last one? And 1 Zamasu. Very, very interesting as a super combo split. And then we have the Z deck and the side deck. Now we have the first Gohan, this one running Bursting Rage. I haven't checked the lists before recording the video. I never do that because I want to give you like some genuine reactions when something shocks me. So we will see if Bursting Rage is going to be in all of these lists. This one it's very defensive. Like, it's not very defensive actually, but it has some interesting options here. It's running Golden Frieza, for which you pay the full cost because there's no other unison here. Oh, actually there is, sorry, I'm wrong. A Metacooler to get even more attackers, 3 copies of King Cold, only 1 dormant, so yeah, I was wrong, it's not very defensive. 2 copies of Decisions Made, which has gotten a lot worse without the normal way to play the Z leader. 4 copies of the Boss Monster, and here's the big interesting one, Broly Omen of Evolution. So yeah, I got this card a long time ago. Didn't know that it will actually be this useful, but yeah, in defense, basically, when you combo with it, it has Activate Battle. Place it in its owner's drop area from the combo area, and then you choose 1 battle card with a combo cost of 0 in your opponent's combo area, and you send it to the drop. It's good for disrupting Universe 7. When Universe 7 Goku, when he wants to combo to draw, for example, and let's say he combos a Piccolo and he combos one of those Super Saiyan God Gokus. Piccolo is the one who draws, so then you can just say like, okay, Omen of Evolution, take away the Piccolo, he won't get the auto from the Z charge to draw. And then you can hit other things, you can hit Vegetas with this, you can hit a lot of cards with it. You can actually hit a Vegeta and then just say like, you can play it from the Z energy. And then you have 3 copies of Bardock because screw you, U7 Goku. And yeah, some more defensive tools in the Z deck. So defenses are in the side deck. Defenses are here in the side deck, and this is just kind of a mix of everything. Then we have another Gohan, also running Bursting Rage, running 2 copies of Boo Thwarting the Enemy, and also running the Metacooler Unison. Yeah, and running Deluge of Power. Okay, this is interesting. Running 2 copies of Deluge. You don't see this too often. And in the side deck there is the Blue Impulse. So this is a very old card. In case you guys don't know what it does, you use activate main. It costs you 1 energy, but if you have a green unison, and then basically, if you have a green, yes. If your opponent has played a battle card this turn, so if they, let's say, counterplay something, you destroy their field, not ignoring barrier. Then we are moving on to U7 Goku. The interesting thing about this one is that it is running Absolute Annihilation, which is a complete monster of a deck, which some decks just can't deal with. Yeah, this thing is coming back to haunt us, guys. 4 wings as super combos, running both Nimbus and Forbidden Power, and that's about it. Secret ID is the Overwhelm here, and here is the side deck. Then another Gohan, again Bursting Rage. Okay, going with 2 Dormants, 4 copies of the Metacooler Unison. So yeah, this is now a staple in Gohan, basically, the Metacooler Unison. And then the rest is pretty standard from what I'm seeing. It's kind of a mix of everything. So I feel like before the ban list, Gohan lists were more specialized. You would have, you know, the engine, and then you would have either critical deck, hand destruction deck. These two went hand in hand sometimes, or you would have like the major green Gohan engine, like the generic one. And according at least to the list that we have seen so far, it looks like Gohans have been stepping away from this mix, and now it's more focused on the engine itself with a couple of defensive cards. And here is the side deck. Then we have another U7. This one is running You Are Number 1. So it's another thing that you can actually do, is like you can play your number 1 and you can play 1 copy of Universe at stake. It's cool, it can catch opponent off guard. This one is also running 4 copies of Vegito, and 4 copies of Backbone as the super combo, and then 1 copy of Vegeta striving to be the best. And then here is the side deck. Then we have Gogeta. Okay, we have Gogeta here. So running Goku Head and Kefla. And the spiciest thing here is the 1 copy of the Final Spirit Cannon. Now, I knew about this card for U7. I was expecting to see more of it in U7 lists because it's basically like Bergamo, but it shuts down 1 energy. So for 2, you don't need the setup that Bergamo has, you don't get the body, but for 2 you shut down 1 energy. So you switch it to rest mode. So I was expecting a lot more of these in U7 lists, but here it is in Gogeta, and yeah, you pay 2, you switch an energy to rest mode. And then your opponent is forced to use Sparking. Negates if they don't have it, well, or a token negate, they just kinda lose. And here is the side deck, another Spirit Cannon in the side deck. Then we have another Gohan, and this one is actually running Cell Zeno. Okay, this is cool. It's running Cell Zeno, it's mainboarding Cooler Effortless Strike. Okay, it's main decking Effortless Strike. Running the Gobro's boss monster as well. 1 copy of Haru Haru in the main, which makes sense because your opponent is yellow, and it basically says when you play this card, place up 2 cards from the top of your deck into your drop area. Okay, when you play this card, if your opponent's leader is green or yellow, which basically the entire Friends was, choose up to 4 of your energy and switch them to active mode. It's a critical attacker. And then cooler, and the rest is kinda standard. Yeah. Then we have another Gohan, another one running the Bursting Rage SCR, and it's just another list that we have seen, like the standard Gohan basically. Yeah. Then we have another Gohan. Yeah, Another one that we've seen already, this one running Heated Fighting Spirit, and the main decking 3 copies of Omen of Evolution, and yeah, Bardock is in the side deck. Then we have Janemba Mill, yes, the blue-yellow version of Janemba Mill. So basically lots of defensive options, you just negate everything that you can, you play your 4 copies of Pseudo Super Combo, you just try to survive while you're milling your opponent. You have Zamasu the Eliminator here, you also have Bojack. So what does Bojack do? I don't know, let's read it. Negate the attack and play it, and then during your opponent's turn, if there is a card that is both blue and yellow in your energy, you reduce the cost. Okay, so it's a 1 cost, and when you play this card, your opponent places the top card of their deck into their drop. So it's a 1 cost counter which drops a card basically. Okay, and that's it. Yeah, and 2 copies of Crusher Ball. Nice. Moving on, we have U7 Goku, another one of these. Basically the standard list, like basically standard U7 Goku. And here is the side deck. Then we have Red Jiren. Yes, we have Red Jiren. Let's see. Okay, running Wolfang Fist. This is one of the things that I was wondering. Why no lists run Wolfang Fist? Because it's a free negate which minuses. It doesn't negate the attack, but it minuses ignoring barrier. And basically it's free because you always have your unison out. So it might be tight deck space. But I see this as, hey, it's a card that should be played in the deck. 2 copies of Explosive Dance, Royal Evolution so that you can keep attacking. And 1 copy of Jiren Pride, so not running the 5 cost at all, which I have been seeing more and more of. Jiren lists just cutting the 5 cost entirely. And then you buy deck space so you can actually go to 50 cards, 51 in this case, and then you're far more consistent. And we have the side deck. Another Wolfang Fist in the side deck. Awesome. And then finally we have 2 Gokus. So this one actually running the Victory Strike. This one actually running the Victory Strike in it. And 1 copy of Final Flash. And the other one is running Bursting Rage, but this one is running Putin. Another card that I think you should run in all U7 lists, because there's no reason not to, because you can just trigger her like this. Plus, we don't have as many barrier removal as we used to have. So, yeah, I mean, like, the cards didn't magically disappear, it's just they're not being played as much. And, yeah, then the rest is pretty standard. Running 2 copies of this guy. Okay, so why this guy? Basically, because when you, it's draw 2 with your leader. You switch him to rest mode with your leader's ability, and then he says when you use your leader skill to switch this card to rest mode, draw 1. So it's basically the Polish Spice in 1 card. You use your leader's activate main, you switch him, you draw 1, and because you switched him to rest mode, you draw 1. So yeah, pretty cool. And that's it for the deck lists. That's it for the video. Let me know in the comments below. What's your opinion on the France Finals breakdown? Is this something that you have expected? Are you shocked by the amount of green Gohans in this top 16? Let me know in the comments. I read all of your comments. I try to respond to everything. I love our little community. And guys, while you are here, hit those like and subscribe buttons. We are on our way to 4,000 subs. And when we hit it, I'm gonna give away a booster box. This has been Damien from The Lookout, and I'll see all of you in the next video.